Hello, my name is Tony Strouse. On stage I go by That Bastard, and I'm also in a band called Tony Two Knives and the Brass Knuckles, which hasn't played anything yet, but will in the future. Right now I'm just doing my solo acoustic stuff. I try to talk about it as I play what I want and what I can play, but it tends to follow more into like punk rock vibes, even acoustically, and more of the melodic stuff if I can do that. And it's political, but also introspective, which I'll be playing today. The songs I wrote about like being introspective and like observing myself. I started out like just naturally writing about politics and things going on in the world, like current events, things that are happening that I just see like that make me feel something. Usually it's like when justice just isn't prevailing and bad people are getting away with bad things. I grew up on a lot of, well, I found political music and it just kind of inspired me to like notice this stuff, and then the more I noticed, the worse it got, and the worse I felt about it, and I just felt like I had to say something about it. And other things are like if I'm going through a bad time or I happen to be in a certain mindset, like my anxiety's high that day, or I just had a bad thing happened to me and I'm just like looking back on it, it sort of like turns into a form of like music and poetry for me. Just kind of like comes out in like words I can't express when I'm just talking naturally. This first one's that's a cover by Rise Against. It's the song that I play out most and kind of constitutes how I realize I'm okay where I am and I got my friends, and that usually helps. It's called Swing Life Away. Am I breaking up? Am I still your charm? Or am I just bad luck? Are we getting closer? Or are we just getting more lost? I'll show you mine if you show me yours first. Let's compare scars, I'll tell you whose is worse, and let's unwrite these pages, replace them with our own words. 'Cause we live on front porches and swing life away. We get by just fine here on minimum wage. And if love is a labor, I'll slave till the end. I won't cross these streets until you hold my hand. Think that it's time to move. Winter's so cold, summer's over too soon. So let's pack our bags and settle down where palm trees grow. I've got some friends, some that I hardly know, but we've had some times I wouldn't trade for the world. We chase these days down with talks of places that we will go. 'Cause we live on front porches and swing life away. We get by just fine here on minimum wage. And if love is a labor, I'll slave till the end. I won't cross these streets until you hold my hand. Until you hold my hand. Show you mine if you show me yours first. Let's compare scars, I'll tell you whose is worse, and let's unwrite these pages, replace them with our own words. 'Cause we live on front porches and swing life away. We get by just fine here on minimum wage. And if love is a labor, I'll slave till the end. I won't cross these streets until kid, I was diagnosed with ADHD. As a kid, I didn't know what that was, didn't think about it. I was overactive, hyper, constantly like just speaking out, and went through my whole childhood basically like doing counseling to get over like past trauma, because childhood was not too pleasant. Some abuse and stuff there, but as I grew older, I started like coming to terms with that and learning how to cope with it via my counselor, and she gave me mechanisms to cope with past trauma and stuff like that and keep myself sort of not as on edge all the time, I guess. But after, when I was 18, you know, couldn't do that anymore, so got out of that, started like going into the world on my own with my own coping mechanisms, and I was fine for a while, thought I was, I guess. But some stuff happened back in 2012, and I had a big like mental breakdown, so to say, and it sort of came back, but like in a different form because of certain traumas that I was exposed to in like 3 years when I was living on my own. And I ended up like reverting back to like a sort of nihilistic mindset of nothing matters and everything is dark and unnecessary. But I started going out into like the world again and playing music. When I picked up my guitar again, I laid it down for like 3 years. And when I picked it up, I started playing out at open mics and started getting back into writing my own music. And as I wrote more, I realized that it was like sort of a self-therapy, self-observation thing on top of like when I was writing about outside events. I'd look at myself and be able to like sort of work through things a little better, I guess, with that internal retrospective. All right, this next one is an original I wrote. Actually, I didn't know what I was writing about, but then I realized it's about anxiety and panic attacks. Because I realized when I was having one, it was like a lot of the emotions I was feeling and wanting someone to talk to you and just being lost. And it's called Breathe, which is one of the things I can't do when I'm having a panic attack. Haven't played this in a while, so. Trap me in the darkness, I know. Speak to me, let me know that these chances are taken in vain. Be with me so I know that I can make it through one more day. I've lost my way again, hoping for something that I'll never see. So give me something to hold, maybe then I can finally breathe. A heart that aches for the known, lost inside the miasma of the hearts we had outgrown. It stumbles through this world instead. Speak to me with the words that we've kept hidden for so long. See through me so I know that this can all be mended in the end. I've lost my way again, hoping for something that I'll never see. So give me
crashing down, will I be able to breathe again? Speak to me, oh no. 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 I wanna breathe again. I've lost my way again, hoping for something that I'll never see. So give me something, oh, maybe then I can finally breathe. When it all comes crashing down, will you be there beside me? When it all comes crashing down, will I be able to breathe again? Oh no, well, I wanna breathe again. Oh no, well, I wanna breathe.
Personally, for me, what I write is I grew up on bands that like impacted the world. People hear them and quote them, and they say what they sing. They speak their lyrics and use them in like Instagram photos and all that stuff. Like it means something to them. I guess I kind of want to get to that point where like I'm saying something and someone's hearing it and be like, that means something. That works. That clicks where I was thinking but couldn't quite figure it out. Sort of like it did with me back when I was a kid and hearing music and listening to what singers were saying, the message like impacting me and making me think, oh, that makes sense when it's said like that.
Nice.
Like that's my drive. It's like help people the way music helped me. And also like if I'm writing a song about the outside world and what's going on, maybe I can help be a voice for someone who doesn't have the voice. I can take something someone else said and put that into my music and have someone else hear that while I'm on stage, or if I get it in a recording, if people hear it.
I woke up this morning, saw the day laid ahead. I
you. Every day is sort of a new day to work on things, but every day is also a work. Like, you wake up, you view the day ahead, and you like, how am I going to do this? I have anxiety, depression, and I've had panic attacks in the past, really bad ones. One put me in the hospital, and ever since then, it's like, where am I going? What am I doing? Is it going to be calm, energetic, unplanned? Do I have to account for things? Every day, it's just you're observing and making sure you're not putting yourself in a situation that you might not be prepared to handle, like someone who, say, doesn't have anxiety or anything like that would affect them. Even people who are, autistic, they have to go out and they don't have the same social cues, so they have to go out and plan the way they interact with people sometimes. And if I've had friends who, if I invite them out into places too hectic, they can't handle that because too many surprises, just on-set anxieties that they can't quite work through on the spot. So yeah, every day is a challenge. It's not just you get a pill to fix it or you just think everything's gonna be okay and it just is okay. It's constant talking to yourself and making sure you are in a good headspace. And if you're not, putting yourself where you can be in a good headspace or finding good coping mechanisms to work through the space that isn't your comfort space. It's just every day is work.